Okay. Hello everyone. I know it's been a while again. uh, I yeah. Hi again. So I came across this game called The Farmer Was Replaced, and I found this game through Call Me Kevin. Shout out to Call Me Kevin. And I just kind of liked it because it is a programming game, so it has some coding in it, and you'll see what I mean. I basically started this game because I wanted to try. Like, I tried coding before. I sucked at it, but when I saw the gameplay for this game, it would just seem satisfying to just keep coding and wait for your code to work and then just see what works out and stuff like that, and just like see the whole process. Like, I think like it felt satisfying for me, and I actually want to try it. Getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray part of the window. You can move around by dragging anywhere outside the window. To get started with programming, go to the first program page by clicking on it. Be sure to check out the buttons in the top right corner of the screen. Hover over them to see a tooltip explaining what they do. One of them opens the tech tree. Create a new code file. Open new info window. Open unlock tree. So I know I could drag this. Okay. First program page. Text editor. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. You can rename the file by clicking on its name at the top of the window. The code can be edited like in any text editor as long as it's not running. You can execute the program directly by pressing the green play button in the code window. You can create more code files using the plus button in the upper right corner of the screen. You can dock a window to another window by dragging it onto it. You will notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion window will pop up. Press tab to insert the code completion. Okay. Use the arrow keys to navigate through the completion options. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by all the things you can do. The syntax is also similar to that of Python. I actually used Python before, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world, so learning it is not completely wasted. If you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip the early game quickly to get to more interesting stuff. Currently, there are two drone commands available: harvest and do a flip. These are function calls. You can think of a function as a command that can be executed. You can execute it using the parentheses. Try typing these statements in the code window and pressing the execute button. You can think of your own code. You can think of your code as a sequence of statements. You can run multiple statements in a row like this. Harvest, do a flip, harvest. Unlocks. Collecting grass will give you hay. Hay can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlock menu with a button in the top right corner. Like I said, I actually did use Python before. I had to use it for school. I sucked at it. uh and all I remember is if else statements and shit like that, and I guess random number generator. But I'm gonna just do this as if I have no idea what Python is. I have some idea, but yeah, it's not enough. Run your first program. Okay, it's not gonna teach me how to loop yet. Okay. While unlocks a while loop. While true harvest. Unlock. Give me that. Give me. Oh. Oh, I need more. Okay. Not gonna unlock it. What? I only have two. Oh my god, I did it too quickly. Okay, there. While loop. You have unlocked the while loop, and the values true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as the condition is true. While condition, loop body. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays in the execution will prevent the program from freezing. For beginners, perhaps you've already tried to put several harvest calls in a row. Harvest, harvest, harvest. This allows you to harvest several times in one program run. However, it will be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. The solution is a loop. A loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. The while code takes a condition, which is a logical value that can only be in one of the two statements, true or false. Such a value is called a Boolean value. I remember that Boolean because of a person whose last name is Bull. The loop then executes the code inside the loop. The loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. The while loop looks like this: while condition, loop body, loop body, loop body, where you have to replace condition with a Boolean value and loop body with whatever you want to do in the loop. There are two constant Boolean values available. Constants are values that never change during the program. To create a constant Boolean value that is always true, you can simply write true, while false is a constant Boolean value that will always be false. So you could either write while false, do a flip, or while true, do a flip. The first will never do a flip, and the second will do flips whenever, an infinite loop. Normally, creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it will freeze the program, but in this game there are delays between each iteration of the loop, so it will cause the drone to keep doing a flip until you manually stop it by pressing the execute button again. Notice how the line after the colon is indented. Indentation like this is used to separate blocks of code. Just press tab to add indentation and shift tab or backspace to remove it. The loop will repeat all indented statements after the colon. Statements after the indented block the indented block will be executed after the loop is finished. Okay, so me while true. Oh my god. Nope. I'm typing here. While true. There we go. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. I also have heard of while statements, but I don't think I myself have used them. I just heard of them. Bam, 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 bam. As for your drone, nah. Increases the speed of both the drone and the code execution. Increases the yield of grass. I guess this one. Okay, speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, if branches and the can harvest function are now unlocked. Checking before harvesting. So far, we only had... Okay, let me pause this. So far, we only had true and false as conditions, which is of course not very useful with if. The new function can harvest provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true if the plant under the drone can be harvested, and false otherwise. If true, can harvest, do something. The reason you can use this function as a condition like this is because it returns a Boolean value. A return value essentially means that after the functionality is executed, the function call expression evaluates to the return value. What happens when the above code runs? The if runs, can harvest is called, can harvest does its thing, can harvest returns true or false. The statement is now if true or if false. The code block can only be executed if it can harvest. Now we can use if to prevent the drone from harvesting too early. Okay. If can harvest. This one needs parentheses. If can harvest, harvest. So let me try while true if can harvest. There we go. Yeah, because it's under while, it's under... Okay. Okay. So, unlocks planting. Expands the farmland and unlocks a movement. Okay, expand. Your farm has grown. This space is not much use if you can't move the drone. So there's a new function, move, that moves the drone. Move requires that you specify the direction in which you want the drone to move. There are four new constants for this: north, east, south, west. For example, move north will move the drone 1 square to the north. If you move over the edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to the other side of the farm. The following example code will keep the drone north and wrap back to the sub when it reaches the edge of the farm. If a harvest. What if I move north? North? Let's try this. Okay. If wait, if oh wait. Yeah, I could use else. Else move north. There we go! It's because I know about else statements. Okay. Okay. Specify. Oh, I need wood. Unlocks planting. Plant entities. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted with a plant option, with a plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant to a function like this. You pass the type of plant you want to plant, but okay. Plant entities bush. This will plant a bush under the drone. Call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. It seems that if you grow more than one type of plant at a farm at the same time, you can sometimes get a higher yield. You need to research polyculture to learn more. Move north. Move. Okay, hold on. Move north. Plant entities. Bush. Let's see how this looks like. If okay, hold on. Else move north. And else move north. Plant harvest. Eh. Uh okay, so I need okay. Clear. This one? Okay. Oh. If can harvest. Okay, hold on. Uh if can harvest entities bush. Harvest. What? Oh, okay, it doesn't take any arguments. Okay. Okay, so how the fuck? Because I wanted to else move north. Else move north. Plant entity entities bush. Oh, wait, this is actually better. Yeah, this is actually better. I like this. It's a bit it's a bit unorganized, but I like it. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay, so increase the speed. Tools to help with debugging. I don't need the text. Plant carrots. Let's go with let's expand first. Your farm has expanded again. Now the tiles are no longer in a nice row, so you need to find a way to traverse the square grid. With the while loop, this is not possible until you unlock senses and operators. It's time to introduce the for loop. You can read all about the for loop in the for loop page, but for now you only need to repeat the code fixed number of times. Do and flips for I in range. Do a flip. Range and creates a number of creates a range of numbers from 0 to n1 and minus 1, which has n elements in it. And the for loop runs its loop body once for every element in the sequence. In this example, do flip will be called 5 times. The function get a world size is also available now. It returns the size length of your farm. That's why you can write code that won't break into the next expand program. For iron range, get world size. Harvest, move north. This example harvests one column of the farm for any farm size. If you're stuck and trying to figure out how to move the drone around the farm, see the hint below. Show hint. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me just copy this. This one. Hold on. Oh yeah, I need a hint. There are of course several ways to move around the farm. What we're looking for is a way to traverse it in a systemic way that won't break when the farm grows again. A systematic way to get to every place in the farm will be to repeat the following steps, 2 steps forever. Move north until it wraps back. Move east. For iron range, get a world size may be helpful to turn this idea into code. For what? Wait, hold on. I need to reread this. Okay. So if I do this for Jane range, right? Move north. Okay. For Jane range. Do this. What? 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 Else? I'm so confused. Hold on. Uh, what the fuck? Okay. Move north. Let me copy this. If can harvest, harvest. Move east. If can harvest. Okay. What the fuck? Harvest. See? No? Okay. What? Okay. I think I need to. No, 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 no. Wait. Okay. Because it's only doing it for one thing. Hold on. What if I go here? No, okay, I don't like this. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Okay, what if I do it one by one? What if... else... What if I... What if I... move it here? Don't do a flip. What the fuck? Harvest. Harvest. What the fuck? Hold on. Okay. Okay, this seems to be working. This seems to be working. This seems to be good. Okay. I think I'm happy with this. Now let me try if I get this and put this. Okay, I like this. 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 Okay. So till plant carrots. Carrots. Before you can plant carrots with plant entities carrot, you have to till the soil. This will change the ground to ground soil. To till the soil, we simply call till. Calling till again will change it back to ground grassland. Planting carrots costs wood and hay. These items will be automatically removed when calling plant entities carrots. Okay. Oh my god. No, I need to move you here. Uh, if can harvest. Plant entities carrots. And carrots. And then till. Let's go this. See. What? Doesn't exist? What the fuck do you mean? Okay. What the fuck do you mean? So I need to buy carrots? How do I get carrots? How the hell do I get carrots? And entities. Carrots. Oh, carrot, not carrots. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. This seems to be working well. Dun 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 dun. Okay, hold on. Where's my reset? Okay, clear. And then start. Dun 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 dun. Oh, what? What's happening? No, you're warning. What kind of pattern is? That's fine. That's why you till it first and then plant it. Okay, no indentation. Dun dun. What if I till it twice? I'm gonna try that. Okay, that fixed it. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So let me clear this and let's try it again. Okay. So unlock strings. I'm kind of scared to get more, but I'm gonna have to get more. Okay. Watering. Plants grow faster when they are watered. The ground has a water level ranging from 0 to 1. The function get water returns to the water level of the ground it is over. The growth speed of a plant scales linearly from 1 speed at water level 0 to 5 speed at water level. The ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second, but there is some random variance to this. Maintaining a high water level consumes much more water than maintaining a low water level. Can use water in your plants. 1 tank of water is automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. Upgrading upgrading unlocks watering will double the amount of water you get every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.25 water. Call use items water. Cover any ground to cover. Over any ground to water the ground. If can harvest. Use item items water. And then like after planting. See this? Okay, no, not now. That's just gonna keep dancing. What? What happened? What is happening? Why is this? Okay. There. Why is this code? Okay. Hold on. Tell once. Okay, use item water. Use item. What? Oh, I don't have enough water. Shit. I need more water. Save more water. I need trees. Plant entity trees. Okay. Move is. Move north. Plant entities. Good. Plant entities. Trees. What? Oh, I don't have enough carrots. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, just have this happen for a bit. Alright, so I'm just gonna let this happen. This is pretty satisfying, to be honest. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I do wish it would happen sooner. Why did I get another error? Reason we didn't have enough of it. If okay, let's see. If what? Okay. I actually forgot to get the fucking water. Get water. Okay, there we go. Use item, get water. Get water. Let's reset this. What happens if I just let the errors be? Please don't tell me it will crash my game. Wait, it's not harvesting my... Hold on. Oh my god. Next item, items, water. If can harvest. Harvest. There we go. Now it's actually harvesting the fucking thing. Why is it not harvesting my carrots? Okay, let me remove this. Okay, now it's harvesting the carrots. Why is it not harvesting the carrots? What the fuck? I am so confused. If can harvest, harvest. What? What the fuck? It's harvesting over the fucking... What the fuck? What if I remove this? What the fuck? Do I tell again? If can harvest... If can harvest, harvest. If false, move north. Move north. If can harvest, harvest. What the fuck? If false. If can harvest, hold on. This is so fucking annoying. This one? Okay, that? Else. Plant entities. Okay. If can harvest, harvest. Else. If can harvest, harvest. If can harvest, harvest. Else. Till. Plant. Let me remove this. Let me remove that. Now it's actually doing the thing. Harvest, harvest. Till. Plant. Okay. Okay. Till. Till. Try that. Oh my god. Let's reset. And then move that. There you go. Let's try this. What the fuck's happening? Bruh, fine. Till again. Okay, fine. Till once. Let me check if it's tailed. Okay. If till if soil. What are the different things? If till equals true plant. There we go. Okay. Okay, I need to find something. I'm just gonna let this play for a bit. Okay. What else? Alright. I think that's gonna be it for me. For now. Because I have to go somewhere. But this game is pretty fun. I might just continue playing it in my alone time. I love you all. And bye-bye.